Greetings, everyone. I wanted to return to the woods again and bring out this strange and wonderful pen with blue ink and yeah, just do another doodle of sorts. So this is that fast food pen that I would have got from Yo-Yo So, and just thought we'd doodle again with it. So this time around, actually, let's see if I can just zoom in again. Let's go to this level. See if we can focus just enough on that. Come on now. All right. Now these are unusual pens. I don't know if you can see the nib on that. This one isn't super fine. But I'm going to see if I can kind of use it in a different way. And for fun, I'm starting with the eyes. See if we can get the ink flowing in it, which will take a moment or so. Let me shake it off to one side. I might have to get a little scrap piece of paper. I don't have one right on me. All right, well, we're just going to drag this around a little bit. As I said, we're going back into the woods. Here's a scrap piece of paper. Well, that's not so great. Ugh, that's super annoying. Okay. We're going to draw another little creature with this pen, if it'll allow me. We're just scratching here. Because I really want this pen to work right away, but it's giving me a little bit of grief. Oh, now it's coming through a little bit. So not everything in the woods is helpful or kind. Some things are there in hopes of surviving. I think most of us kind of know that without actually having to confront some of those creatures. So an example of that would, of course, be bears. If you're in the woods, you see a cute little bear playing, it's best to not interact with that bear. Because if there's a little bear there, chances are there's a big bear around as well. So those are things that, you know, you heed those warnings so that you don't actually have to endure what goes on. So that's one little creature. I'm kind of doodling these without ears, just for fun. That took a while to get ink going on this little pen. It seemed like it capped reasonably well. Maybe when I store it, I should store it in an upright position. Anyway, getting back to the woods. I think it's always good to do some research, find out, you know, how you can kind of survive certain things, like, you know, what things are good to eat. I think that's good to look up. What things to avoid, like poison ivy. I think those things are important to know. Especially if you're running into a bunch of whatever these things are. Something that I didn't really test out a whole lot was getting out some water and this detailing pen and just seeing how this ink smears. We're just going to throw some of this around a little bit. Kind of interesting. I admit I kind of like the blue though. It's kind of fun and messy. So I don't know what these creatures are. The eyes in the woods. I haven't gone camping in a while. Where you get a tent, and then you set it up somewhere where you think that it's a good distance from the woods so that you can have your campfire. You can roast some marshmallows, make s'mores, have hot dogs, that sort of thing. I think there's a sort of an impression of sorts that most wild animals don't have a great appreciation for fire anyway. So I think there's an instinct of sorts with animals to stay clear of burning things. Now, I don't know if it's more about a source of heat that they don't appreciate. That I don't know. Because you often hear that there are moths that are attracted to the light. And of course, that doesn't benefit them very much because if they're attracted to the flame, they could get burned. So this is kind of a messy looking thing that I'm doing right now, just for fun in my sketchbook. Kind of some background looking stuff. We'll let that kind of dry a little bit. And in a way, it kind of looks like maybe we just used our imagination and we're seeing things that are not really there. That they're just shadows being cast by the campfire. There's no need to worry about creatures in the woods. There's nothing in there. But the blue is kind of nice. I could use that to make skies or Yeah, maybe. Now, let's see. I'll put the cap back on this pen. And I'll store it in its container. But as I said, though, see if the difference will be storing it upside down, which I've done off to one side. Now the fun thing is, I'm going to open up some markers here, and I'm just going to add a little bit of red to some of these spots. Where the eyes are. And last thing, I'm going to open up my other inkwell, get out my other pen. I'm just going to highlight the imaginary things. But I don't know when next I go camping. Could be soon, I don't know. But it's always fun. Always fun. Sometimes it's great to go with people who will get you fishing, where they bring the best kind of snacks. You can even drag along cans of pasta, spaghetti, things like that. So yeah, I don't know what these creatures might be. They have no ears. And again, they could be nothing. Perhaps your friends playing little jokes with you, telling you stories. As friends sometimes do, being silly and whatnot. We're not going to go too much further here. these ones back here we don't have to do much with. All right. That might be it for now. Kind of interesting. Well, folks, yeah, I think that's just enough for now. I hope you have a wonderful day, and hopefully you got to draw along with me and doodle in your sketchbooks, and hopefully we'll see you at some point in the near future. All right, ciao for now.